Hello, Mr. 0063, back for part 7 of I Want to See the Moon. Last time, part 6, we had a pretty good time. We got through the rest of the second half of the Death Tower, all those little traps and such like that. We got actually forgot in my summary of the last video to say we actually beat a boss as well. That's sort of again another piece of fruit that sort of went up to 4 different corners of the screen: red, blue, yellow, green. Did various bits of attacks, and we obviously just had to probably pummel away at it for a little point in time, and then use teleporters to get out of the way of its attacks. Apart from the one in the top left-hand corner, which seemed like a really obnoxious attack to avoid, it was all okay. I was just staying well clear of that, but we pretty much just stayed on the right-hand side of the screen, waited for it to go to the blue and green sections, I think, and yeah, pummeled away at it. Used teleporters to get out of the way when attack was coming, and yeah, went down relatively straightforwardly. And then we got on to the section with the coloured spikes switching, which was a really fun one. So yeah, love those types of gimmicks when they've appeared in other games. And yeah, not sure if this was one of the first, again, given how old this one was, this was the first sort of game to actually do that. It was absolute kudos, but yeah, anyway, really like that section. Unfortunately now we are into the, it's a touch save, is it? that's why shooting the damn thing didn't work before. It's a touch save, didn't appreciate that in the last video either. Oi. But yeah, unfortunately we are now into the ridiculously tedious section of this game. So doing a fair amount of backtracking in the early part of the game already, to go through various sections, which is absolutely fine, provided it's not too much, though I do think it's probably perhaps a little bit too much, maybe, in the early part of the stage, but this is where it starts to get, frankly, ridiculous. So, let's head in the warp, and we find ourselves back here. So, basically, from memory, from this section, because I must admit, I probably looked this up to figure out what on earth was really going on here. The first time I kind of played the game, so I was like, well, what the hell actually is going on here? So yeah, obviously we've got a variety of screens that we've already previously seen, and yeah, we have to go through them again. So imagine all the backtracking we've done previously. Can we actually hit this bit of fruit, please? That would be lovely. Thank you. Imagine all the backtracking we've already done up to this point in time. So now I have to do a whole bunch of screens that we've already seen. Some of them at least. Probably, well, definitely twice. In some cases, possibly even 3 times. To do that all again is, yeah, going a little bit, yeah, a little bit much in my opinion. As you can see, we've got various screens from or looks like one screen from sort of like each like main section, if you will. So I guess the key thing here is obviously remembering where the traps are and stuff like that. So, for example, here again, don't shoot too many, otherwise I'll reveal a spike, and that will prevent me from actually getting making any progress. But yeah, we're basically going through a whole raft of screens yet again. Most of them have like triggers or traps or something like that you want to remember or keep in mind. But yeah, for the most part, this just seems like it's rather tedious. I'm also a bit off-put by the fact there was no save. Wow, no save there. If I died on that first bit, which I almost did, would I have had to go back to the previous screen? That would have been awful, if that were the case. I'm also not exactly thrilled to see this screen, I must admit. On all the screens that we're going to see again, this one, really? This one's not my favourite! What is wrong with me on that jump up there? I'm so nervous. Yeah, going back to it again. I am so nervous about jumping up into this horizontal spike that I'm just making an absolute pig's ear, and I can make that jump from there as well, which I was watching back to. Oh no. Bloody hell. I only have one jump there as well, so I was like, well, can I make it to there, over the top there with one jump and the speed boost? I think I probably could, but I messed up the jump anyway, so yay. Oh my god. Wow, this screen, man. And this does not bode well, either, for what's coming up as well. I'll explain that when we get to it, but yeah, we've got a whole bunch of... For goodness sake, this jump is just driving me around the friggin' bend now. And also, yeah, this one, having watched it kind of back, I realised was like, why on earth am I not just jumping from there, but making it like 10 times more difficult for myself than it needs to be? Oi, I must admit, I'm assuming the beginning of every screen is a save point. So, oops, I need to touch that, don't I? Not shoot it. So that, yeah, that we're not actually playing by the save points per se. But so, yeah, once I get off onto a new screen, then that will serve as a save point. So remember the trigger here, the thing coming down. Yeah, no, I can't believe we got that bloody screen from the, I don't remember this thing, from the cosmic space area. So, yeah, wonderful. Absolute nightmare on that screen. Come on, trigger, thank you. Yeah, there's nothing really much to say about these screens. Obviously, they are all things we've done before. And must admit, seeing this come back is also a little bit because this is kind of not random. But can be a little awkward. Can be a little awkward to pull off. So yeah, I think this one actually is probably one of the I'm hoping one of the easier ones. Anyway, as well, I think there's a moment here where it shoots at me the moment I come down here as well. So that's the thing I have to worry about. So that could be a bit awkward. But yeah, if it weren't for the thing shooting at me here, I think this would be okay. But yeah, the fact that it's shooting at me here is a bit of a problem. But hopefully we can just get out and yeah, we're absolutely fine. Okay, so I'll read all this. So if anyone, I've gone through it way too quickly anyway, so you have to pause it to actually read it. But if you already played the game, you know what it says anyway. And if you haven't, then well, I suppose you probably asked about say Charles, you can't read it, but you obviously you could do. But so let's go through a little bit slower. So if you want to, don't have to pause it for quite so. What am I trying to say? Like stop the video so quickly. You can maybe get a sense of reading it. But anyway, yeah, that's a complete mess. Ignore everything I've basically just said there. Anyway, that was the first time. So basically, that was one go. We now have to get through those sets, all the screens we just got through again. Hence why I was saying I was extremely worried about the the cosmic space area one, because this time we have to go through. This time we have to go through them all, and this time we have a counter. A death counter. So at the bottom of the screen you can see a 5 there. When I die, because it's likely to be a die, that will go down to 4. So I'm not quite sure actually whether it's going to be like I'm allowed 5 deaths or I'm allowed only 4 deaths. But yeah, certain number of times I mess up, that is it. And that is absolutely god awful beyond belief. And no, the thing does not work like that. It is based entirely on a save point thing. So I could actually go to another screen. And if you know what I'm actually going to do? I am going to kill myself, and we'll actually see exactly how many lives it is. So I'm assuming this is going to be the 5. And yeah, we have to restart the whole thing. So basically, we have to get through all the screens that we previously got through. Yeah, this time with yeah, well in this case, no more than 4 deaths. If I die 5 times, that is it. So I could get all the way to the last screen, die. That'd be the 5th death, and then have to redo the whole bloody lot again. So I have to go through these screens yet again. So, I think from what I've heard of like other Let's Players, when I've sort of again looked this up, is this is sort of an attempt to have you play through them first, just to re-familiarise yourself with the screens, particularly since some of them have got like traps and things like that in them, so you don't then get caught out, or you know, hopefully you're sort of a bit more prepared for the time where you actually really, you know, come to the trial proper, but. Of course, that means you have to go through them another time. So some of these screens we are going through for a 4th time. Sometimes I think possibly even for a 5th time. So yeah, this is to be honest fairly bad. This is easily the weakest part of the game. Yeah, there are definitely no save points. So yeah, I have to get through a couple of screens. It looks like, and if I die, I have to redo 2 of them. So that's yeah, that's also adds to the. Annoyance here, yeek. And the fact that I've only got a limited number of times I can screw up. And yeah, we've got the screen the screen that's causing me X and O end of problems as well. So yay. But yeah, the fact that you've got to do this again. Oh wow, just didn't double jump there for some reason. What an absolutely appalling death to suffer on probably one of the easiest screens of the bunch, given that is the only trap. I'm going to die. Yeah, I knew as soon as I set off there, I'd messed that jump up. I jumped way too late. Yeah, lovely. One of the easiest screens of the whole lot, and I've now died twice to it. Fantastic. 3 times. Well, I'm not going to restart given how far I am through because that would seem awful. But wow, I can't believe it. 3 times on this screen. What a joke. And that last one was just absolutely appalling beyond belief. But yeah, wow. What an absolute joke. I'm sort of trying to rush. Oh, okay, the save point moves there. That's interesting. Although it does mean, unfortunately, given I've now cleared that, and with no save point there, that I have to do the entire screen if I mess this bit up. So, yay. Oi. And as I say, with 3 deaths. 3 deaths on one of the easiest screens of the entire bunch. That's just... yeah, that's awful. And I hate this chump so much. Good grief. That's so bad. Okay. Okay, fine. Actually cleared that first go without any problems. Would you believe it? Apart from a nightmare screen at the moment. With, yeah, the same screen where all my deaths are on. The rest has been okay. And I know I just tempted fate there and I'm now going to screw up. But, if that happens, there's not much I can do about it. Other than not have been too cocky. Although, frankly, I've not been exactly feeling like I've been cocky after what's just gone on. Jesus Christ. And I've also sort of forgotten really how many screens there are, so I feel like we're getting somewhere near the end, but I think we've definitely got one with the blue circle thing. Is that actually the next screen? It is, okay. So this is the last screen. Okay, that's good. Okay, I also don't want to screw myself there, which I've just done, because now can't pull that jump off. Nice. Yeah, I can't pull that jump off now. So, can I restart? I can't actually restart. So, what do I actually do now? Exit the game? I think I have to exit. I can't restart. Okay, kill myself. I can kill myself. Okay. Okay, so killing myself is the thing to do there rather than restart. So, fabulous. I managed to effectively soft-lock myself into that screen because I triggered too many blocks. And, yeah, it meant I couldn't actually get up. So that's obviously something else I did know could happen. I was trying to safeguard against it. Didn't manage it, so fantastic. And we are now, unfortunately, down to my last life. So, yeah, we got to the last screen. And if I mess this up again, which is liable to happen, then I am stuffed. Well, at least I didn't soft-lock myself this time. I'm extremely nervous, though, about messing up on this bit, which, to say, is extremely liable to happen. I also did not trigger any... oh my god! I didn't trigger any of the bloody... Wow! I didn't trigger any of the blocks at the start of the screen, so I had nowhere safe to go. I got all the way through that, and then I appreciated I didn't trigger any of the blocks way down below. So I couldn't then use the fruit. I had no safe ground whatsoever to stand on. So once again, I screwed myself. I tried to get back down to the... Oh my god! I'm gonna restart that because we're at the beginning and I don't fancy. I'm just panicking now. Got completely flustered by that. And in fact, Q will do. Why am I doing that? Let's just press Q. I mean, I'm hoping that I'm kind of hoping the game doesn't take pity on me at some point in time and actually say, "Oh, you're screwing up way too much. We'll give you more lives," or anything like that. Because I want to do this with the 5 lives or the four deaths that I'm permitted. But yeah, unbelievable that final screen. I didn't trigger any of the blocks at the bottom. Couldn't make it down. I tried to backtrack, but unfortunately the blue thing had already hit some of the spikes. I think I actually failed the jump anyway. I actually didn't get the double jump I wanted, so I failed getting back up anyway. But I tried to make it back down so I could re-hit get the a path built at the bottom. Failed to do so, and have to restart the whole lot over again now. Fantastic. Those 3 deaths on that screen proved to be absolutely wow. And now, unfortunately, the other thing that's happening is I'm so gung ho now that I'm like forgetting where, like I did on my first screen with that scribble, and indeed there now, I'm like forgetting where all the bloody traps are, or the fact there are traps indeed. So let's remember this one. And just going gung ho through it, trying to get back there almost as quick as possible. And I'm liable to now mess up. Like again, I started to shoot like a maniac there as well. I nearly messed that up. So I need to take a moment, probably calm down. Hopefully not screw this screen up quite so badly again. And wow, what an absolute disaster. Messed it up. Don't believe it. Messed it up. Clipped the bloody wall again. Messed up that again because I lost my double jump. So I've now died a total of 5 times, an entire run's worth. On this screen alone, again, one of the threats. Wow! And again, I'm so far through that I'm not gonna not come out of this now. But I mean, doing this all in one death from here now is going to be almost nigh on impossible for me, at least anyway. I mean, we'll give it a go. I suppose technically we actually got to the final screen last go after actually clearing the screen that is just absolutely kicking my backside 6 ways to Sunday now. I can't believe it. That screen is literally nothing. I cannot believe I've died on that screen 6 times, 3 on each run. That's just a wow. No words. It's so bad. It's so bloody bad. And all of a sudden now, pending no disasters here, all of a sudden now that screen's no problem. Wow. Yeah, if there was any one screen I was expecting to cause me problems or to be, me to be worried about, it was not the one I've now died 6 times to. 6? Jesus Christ. How absolutely bloody pathetic is that? I mean, pending no disaster here, we should at least be back on the final screen. We should at least have another go at it. So we are going to get back to the final screen again. Okay, don't be quite such in a rush this time. Jesus. Right, good grief. If I can keep that, it doesn't matter now at all. So yeah, that's completely irrelevant. So yeah, I'm very nervous about this thing shooting at me though. So get set initially, and then just pray that this goes okay. That is not far enough over, really irritatingly. So I'm going to have to piddle about a bit more. And I think I've actually triggered a spike there. Hopefully it's not going to be one that's in my way. Okay, we actually did it. Wow, okay. After yet another frigging disaster on the screen, on the screen in the Defender's Cave, which is just embarrassed beyond belief about. We still managed to pull it off. Oh, where was my other death? Where was my other one? Did I? Oh no, I forgot. I just rushed and forgot a trap on the. Yeah, forgot a trap on with the cherries coming down, fruit coming down on like I think the second screen or the third screen or something stupid. So yeah, oi. Wow. What caused me the most problems there was not what I was expecting at all. But anyway, yeah, that whole section where it's just a bit, well, very meh. I don't like going through it again. I certainly don't like going through it with a death counter. I mean, I had a shocker there on that the first sort of real proper go at it, which was just absolutely god awful. But I mean, yeah, that just feels like, why the hell is that there? We've already backtracked enough through the game. We really don't need to be. We really don't need to see those screens again once, let alone twice. I appreciate maybe what the game's trying to do in terms of giving you an opportunity to replay the screen so you don't get caught out by all the traps. But I mean, seriously, I've only got one jump here. Is that what's going on? I think I've only got one jump here. I didn't notice myself going through any sort of barrier that, or anything like that. But yeah, I seem to only have one jump here. So okay. Well, let's try and kick off what I think, from memory, is the final area. So yeah, let's have a go. And what am I supposed to do here? Oh, I've now got 2 jumps. That's weird. Oh, there's a wall jump there. Okay, I need to hit that, aren't I? Okay, so I think the moment I hit one of those, yeah, we're going to have a... No! We're going to have the spikes are going to rise up, so we need to, yeah, take them out quickly. In fact, I'd like to probably try and shoot... That is really awkward. I'd like to try and shoot 2. I must admit, the bottom 2 in like the first go before sort of hitting the wall jump, but that's obviously not the easiest thing to do, and I am having. It's not the wall. While it might look like I'm having problems with the wall jump here, it's not really the wall jump specifically. It's the fact of trying to shoot off in a different direction while on the wall jump as well. So the wall jump itself is fine. So don't go thinking again that I'm having an absolute shock with wall jumping. It's more the having to shoot the things at the same time. That's bad. So we're going to get those out of the way. Is that going to do something? It is going to do something. Blast! Okay, so I think I'm going to need to be over on the right-hand side, pretty much on the block, so I can sort of disappear off screen. Hopefully, yeah. Look, that trying to turn around and shoot and go back on the wall jump there is really frigging awkward. So I'd like to, yeah, try if I can get it done as quickly as possible like that. Then that would be fantastic. So yeah, we'll take all those out from there, and I want to be, in this case, I want to be over on the block, so that hopefully we can get down very quickly as soon as we hit this and out of harm's way. Yes, nice, good. Okay, so we're basically bringing back the gimmick from every single... Wait, I'm going to run out of water here. I'll run out of oxygen here. What? There's got to be a switch somewhere that I can hit or something. Or a bubble? What, I'm missing? What? I see a bubble I can go for, but there's no way I can get there in time. There was one there that I couldn't see. Never mind. That one in the middle there was very, very hard to see. Just saying. Oh no, no save blur. Okay, so what we got here? We've got an absolutely pathetic attempt with what we've got. Nice. Yeah, no, I can see the bubble. Yeah, I can see the bubble at the bottom there very clearly. The one I just picked up there, not so much. But yeah, thankfully, at least I did obviously did appreciate it. Was there? I did see it, and yeah, we can move on. Hopefully, we can not be so bloody stupid with this. So yeah, we've got the fast gimmick there, and okay, now we've got high gravity. So it's close up to the spikes. Possible. We've also got traps in that section as well. That's rather unfortunate. Particularly without a save. Oi. Yeah, that's very unfortunate. Not again, hopefully. Okay, we have one jump here. Okay, now we have... Is there something over there I can collect or something? Doesn't look like it. Okay, we have to go over there. We have to go over there later. Never mind. I'm being an idiot. I'm getting ahead of myself. So we should have. Oh no, we've gone back to a normal one. Never mind. I thought we were going to have a floaty one, but no, we've got the back to normal. I can clear that from there, so let's do that. Here's hoping it doesn't screw me over. It does. Okay, I need to move out of there quickly because a spike appears from the floor. Aye. Yeah, no save on that on the next screen. Rather irritating. Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be like an abundance of traps, so at least there's that. But oh wow, got caught on the block there, and I was like, oh, given how much I'm having to sort of rush, it feels like at the end here to actually get out in time. I was like, okay, well, we're gonna have to rush this next bit, and yeah, that did not go well. That was bloody close, Jesus. Okay, remember, it's one jump. Okay. Okay, so yeah, we're going to have to move after hitting this switch. Or we're going to have to hit it on the way down as well. Okay, now we've got the floaty one, so we're just going to pull off a decent-ish jump here, and hopefully no trap. Get onto the next screen, and hopefully there'll be a save. Oh, we're back to the beginning. I did not appreciate that was going to loop round, and we were going to go, and we'd be up here. Nice. Okay, that was nicely done. I don't appreciate we're on a loop there, and getting the low gravity would mean we would actually get up the previous shaft we were at. That's really nice. What I imagine we might have here is some sort of gravity flipper appear, actually. I'm assuming. But anyway, yeah, obviously can't go to the right, the left, sorry, so we'll go to the right first off. And we've got the bubble gimmick, so yeah, we are clearly bringing back... Do I shoot that, or touch it? I touch it, and okay, it starts setting some spikes moving around. Okay, fine. So yeah, we are clearly bringing back a gimmick from probably each section. And yeah, I have no problem with that. Most of them are really fun. That was just awful. I'm trying to think if there's any one that I'm actually slightly nervous about seeing again. I can't think of one off the top of my head that I feel like, oh no, I don't want to see that again. Might come back to me obviously when we see it again, but yeah, I can't think of it for the moment. I think I went for the moment. No save, no save. Ay. Oh my god, what? Oh wow. Oh wow, you are kidding me. Okay, that is really not nice. And has me worried that I could be stuck here for some time. Yeah, it's not the gimmicks here that are the issue, but the fact that I've got to clear 2 screens. If you're going to throw, yeah, traps in like that kind of thing. Obviously, if it's going on how the screen looks initially, wow, that was close. Then, then yeah, they're probably not that bad. But if you're going to throw a surprise element at me, then yeah, having to redo the previous screen all over again is going to be a little bit tedious. Particularly since they're not, none of them again are gimme kind of stuff. I mean, that was just appalling. I shouldn't have been anywhere near that spike, but yeah. The end bit here feels like it's not. I mean, I did it first go I got there. So I mean, it does, and it still doesn't look that bad. But I think it's also the fact now that I know there's no save on the next screen that has me sort of nervous about it. And also the fact there are traps on the next screen as well. It makes me feel like I need to do a better job. And just yeah, has me incredibly nervous all the time now. But there's not much I can do about that. So where was this? Yeah, traps on here, not going to be nice. Like, for example, which one of these do I hit? If indeed either of them. Really? I also didn't see that take anything away. So, and again, it wouldn't surprise me if the right-hand switch there, we'll see, oh, then that's the one I'll hit next when I get back up there, is absolutely fine. And again, I messed up on a 50-50 decision. Admittedly, well, no, not admittedly anything. It's, yeah, if the right-hand switch is absolutely fine there, then, yeah, just goes to show yet again a 50-50 decision that I could have basically gone for either of them. And, yeah, all about the same, yeah, no particular tell or anything. I missed that jump up, lovely. Yeah, no tell or anything, just pick your switch. And I picked the wrong one. Of course, it could also be the case that the right-hand switch is also a trap, and doesn't do any good either. In which case, we'll obviously have to try and pay very close attention to somewhere else where we can go. And no other path immediately screamed at me to say, yeah, that looks like a way I can go. I have to say. That was, I don't know why I did that, tried to do that quickly. Like, can I stand on it? No. They're both, or maybe I have to hit both. Let's try hitting both. Again, no path is making itself immediately obvious to me at all. So let's try it, if we see if we can hit both. That's my next protocol. I cannot immediately see any other spikes sort of getting out of the way or anything, so we'll try that. Like, so many, like, dip jumps here that are just making me very, very nervous. Like, yeah, like, where else could I possibly go? Okay, yeah. So it is both, and now I need to go back down again. And back through the dip jump section again. Lovely. Yeah. Oh, nice. So there's another switch that appeared below me. Apologies, this section is probably going to be rather tedious. Particularly having to keep redoing it. I mean, this screen is... I can't complain about this screen at all in terms of difficulty or anything like that. It's obviously just the fact that I have to go through it every time that I fail on the other one. Unfortunately, the second screen is not just a straightforward, hit the switches to proceed kind of thing. It's a hit the switches and be prepared to move elsewhere, because unfortunately there are traps and bits and pieces in here as well. So yeah, if this were, well, I said, even just a straightforward-ish for want of a better phrase. Hit the switches. I'm still incredibly nervous about everything I'm doing. So yeah, the fact that there are traps in place here is, yeah. Oh, it's that one! Bother! I thought the switch appeared, but I thought the switch was like, not there. I thought for some reason I had to hit the switch, the same switch again or something. So okay, so I need to drop down, dip to where the wall is, to the block sort of where the spikes currently are. That I'm going to have to eventually move to. So wait for that, wait for the switch to appear there, dip down, hit that, and then move off to the right. I figure, to be honest, this screen is probably going to be the last one in this video. And I also sort of haven't, potentially, depending on how many further traps there might be, ruled out making a cut here. Even though despite how annoying that will be, since I've not done that for the rest of the game at all as of yet. So, yeah, no trap here, please. No lag either, for goodness sake. And I'm not going to hit that. You're joking me. Really? Really? So I do have to hit that, do I then? I mean, okay, fair enough. The fact that there's no save on that screen is rather irritating, in the sense I have to do this again. But everything about that switch screamed, which again is probably why it's not the case. Screamed, you don't need to hit that. All the way through the rest of the game so far, we've had sort of a switch where we can just, well, a switch in play, but we can proceed without needing to hit one, where it's caused trouble. And in this instance, I thought it was, I thought I was kind of free and clear again there. There was no, on the face of it, no reason to hit that switch. So I didn't, and I got screwed over. So, obviously that's my next port of call. And I hope I didn't just miss something there by that trap or something. I mean, I feel like I waited long enough that it wasn't a thing that was sort of just going to be like around for a few seconds and then disappear and be like, ah. I feel like I waited around long enough for that not to be the case. Well, I certainly hope I did. But yeah, oi. We'll obviously have to try hitting it. Missed the switch. Brilliant. Yeah, okay. That's the of all the times where I've proclaimed that a save would have been helpful. Yeah, the one on the screen after this with all the switches. That is the absolute prime one. Oh wow! What am I doing? It's not even that narrow, that bit. Come on. Either I run out of things to say, or we get to something approaching 40 minutes, in which case I will cut to the successful run for getting this, because, yeah, sort of running out of things to say on this. I feel like we're very close to the end, obviously. That we've seen pretty much everything. I mean, we've got... What the hell? I can't jump. Are you joking me? I couldn't jump there. That was so weird. I was literally... I'm probably going to make a colossal mess of this section now, just in the sense of, yeah, okay, fine, fail the gate. I mean, admittedly, I was amazed I hadn't actually died for that previously, before that gate jump. About 10 times I've got through that, and normally say gate jump's not my favourite thing in the world, and I'm absolutely amazed that was the first time that I failed the gate jump. I mean, expect me to fail it now at least kind of 2-3 times in a row, because that's just basically what happens all the time. But yeah. Sort of now need to kind of be thinking about that gate jump again as well now. So yeah, this was really weird. I got onto this screen and just it wasn't jumping at all. Oh my god, I nearly thought I'd messed that up. Okay. Yeah, wonderful. So you do have to hit the switch. Okay, fine. We will leave that there. We've been going on for almost about 35 minutes or so now. I feel like we've probably got maybe about halfway through this area as well, based on the number of gimmicks we've got to, so there might not be too much left in this, and then if it is the final area, sort of boss, final boss after that, so yeah. But yeah, a little bit of a breather off that screen. As I say, we got through it. Thankfully, didn't have to cut. It didn't take an obscenely long amount of time. But yeah, that was certainly something. And yeah, definitely the screen where I would have appreciated the save the most. Absolutely, no question about that. Anyway, yeah, for the most part, I'm still having a lot of fun with this final area. It's always nice to have a final area that brings back the gimmicks and such like that, and for one last hurrah. So yeah, really enjoying this area so far. And yeah, depending on how much there is left, we might be down to, hopefully, maybe only one part left. I don't know. We'll see how things go. But yeah, I feel like we are approaching the finale. So fingers crossed. Anyway, yeah, I will leave it there and hope to see you next time. Until then, cheerio.